What's up, guys? Scotty2Hockey here, aka the average hockey fan, and today I would like to talk about what the Montreal Canadiens should do with Jordie Benn. Now, Jordie Benn and Brett Kulak are both free agents. Jordie Benn's an unrestricted free agent. Brett Kulak is a restricted free agent. Both play on the left side. Now, Brett Kulak played himself into the second pairing role with Jeff Petrie. He had double digits in goals. He was effective on the power play. He was faster than Benn, and he was just as good defensively. So I would assume Montreal would go out and sign Brett Kulak over Jordie Benn, especially the fact that he's a restricted free agent. And I kind of think that Benn may be the odd man out. So as for Benn, this is what I had written down. And I'd like to say before I read anything, I'm a huge Jordie Benn fan. I'm happy with what he's done in Montreal so far. I'm happy with his time in Montreal. But I do think it may be time for the Habs to part ways with Jordie Benn. And it's not because he wasn't good this year. He had a career high in goals, career high in assists, career high in plus-minus, and a career high in hits. It's because he's going to want too much money, too much term, and this is a team that should upgrade. They shouldn't keep the same core together. They need to upgrade the left side. They need a power play effective defenseman who can slot into the second role and play with Petrie consistently. Folin was good, but he did not play consistently with Petrie. There were times he was moved up and down the lineup. There was even a point when he was playing on the offside with Benn. So anyways, guys, Jordie Benn did an excellent job for Montreal this year on the blue line and is a pretty serviceable mainstay blue liner the past few seasons since being acquired from Dallas. The bearded D-man has found himself in a top-line role all the way to finishing at the bottom pairing this year. This wasn't due to poor play. This was due to Kulak's undeniable offensive upside, which seen him spend the last chunk of the season on the second line position with Jeff Petrie, while Benn found himself on a third pairing role with Christian Folin. This brings the question, should Montreal have re-signed the bearded blue liner? That's the question. He did have a career-high 22 points, was a physical presence, and a healthy player for the most part this year. He only missed one game the whole year. At his current $1.1 million cap hit, he's more than earned his money, but now he's expected to get a raise upwards of $3 million per year on a 3 to 4 year deal at least. And for me, that's too much. Montreal needs to upgrade their left side, not overpay an older, slower D-man who can't help your power play and only fits a third pairing role on this team. If Montreal trades or signs for a big left-handed D, where does Benn fit? That's the question. Where does Benn fit? Mete has the top spot locked up with Weber. Kulak should be moved down to make room for the new asset that's going to play on the left side with Petrie. All in all, I really like Benn and his time, but as a Hab. All in all, I really like Benn and his time as a Hab and his time. But our left side of the D isn't strong enough, and in my opinion, Benn shouldn't be re-signed to leave cap space and a roster spot for a younger option who's faster, helps the power play, and is an upgrade. Benn's 31 years old. He's 6'2", 200 pounds. He's a big boy for sure. In 2016-2017, between Dallas and Montreal, he had 4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points, was a -4 with 64 hits, 144 blocks, and he averaged 18 minutes and 30 seconds per game on the ice. So he's not a guy who eats up a pile of minutes. He'd only be playing a third pairing role in Montreal, and he wants $3 million upwards of 3 years. That's what's being reported. He's without a doubt going to get a raise, whether or not he gets that much. The lowest I see him getting is maybe $2 million, 2.5, but I know he has a good agent, and I know the way certain teams do want veteran presence like that. They do want a bigger body. They do want to add to their third pairing left side. So I know he could get $3 million. I've already read that Buffalo is interested in Jordie Benn. Buffalo has been in talks with his agent and stuff like that. Whether or not it's true, I don't know 100%, but I did read it on Sportsnet, so that's a pretty reliable source. In 2017, 2018, and 77 games played, he had 4 goals, 11 assists, 15 points, was a -2 with 90 hits, 153 blocks, and played 18 minutes and 58 seconds per game. And this year, he had career highs across the board. In 81 games played, he had 5 goals, 17 assists, 22 points, was a +5 with 124 hits, 128 blocks, played 18 minutes and 12 seconds per game. So the reasons why I think Benn shouldn't be re-signed: he costs too much, he's a bit of an older player, he isn't a speedy player, he doesn't help the power play, and we already have an upgrade on him that Marc Bergevin acquired this year in Brett Kulak. This team doesn't need to stay stuck in the mud. They don't need to stay the same team, keep the same core together so they can just miss the playoffs again. There's other teams in the Atlantic that are upgrading, like Florida, We all know Detroit's getting a pretty good young team together. The New York Rangers are going out getting a good pick. The New Jersey Devils are getting first pick overall. These are going to be good teams in a year or two. Montreal needs to keep up with these teams. They need to upgrade. They need to get a stronger D-core, especially on the left side. Maybe even add another right-handed defenseman for the third pairing and let Bolin play in the AHL or something like that. But they do need to strengthen that left side, and they do need a consistent partner for Petrie. I really like Brett Kulak, but I don't feel he's a consistent partner for Petrie because there are games when their chemistry is off. So I feel Montreal should go out and sign a new left-handed defenseman, let Jordie Benn walk, let him get his big payday somewhere else and thrive somewhere else, and I hope he does thrive wherever he goes. Even if Montreal, by the offhand chance, does resign him. But I hope wherever he goes, he thrives. Let him get his big payday. He is going to get it. He is going to get an $8 or $9 million contract for 3 years. And I'd be happy to see him get it. Just not in Montreal personally as a Habs fan. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell for upcoming videos. And comment, why do you think Jordie Benn should stick around? Or why do you think he should go? There's a good argument for both sides. And there's many reasons why Habs fans should want him to stick around as well. But for me personally, it's just not the fit Montreal needs. Just the average hockey fan's opinion. Anyways, guys, Scotty2Hockey, a.k.a. the average hockey fan. Have a great day, folks. Enjoy your day.